What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hannah Horror here today. There's something I just want to discuss with y'all real quick because I want to see what my subs think and anybody who happens to cross this video thinks. So I'm on the computer today and I come across a great site, Friday the 13th franchise.com, which I usually read up on pretty well. And the new word on the street is something special about the new Friday the 13th movie. Now this is nothing set in stone. This is just what's on the horizon, or what's the up and up on everything. Now, before I jump into what it is, obviously we know that rumors have it that the new 2015 Halloween 3 could very well possibly be in 3D. And while I'm not a huge 3D fan, I'm not necessarily opposed to 3D because, frankly, I've seen some 3D films that were very much enjoyable, and I've also seen some that aren't. I think it just depends on how the approach is taken and what it's done with the movie. Now, I thought the Texas Chainsaw 3D was pretty good considering what they had to work with the movie and the way it was shot, and they did some good stuff with it. They didn't try too hard to make it to shoot it so much like a 3D film. It's just with some of the clever ways they did the attacks from Leatherface with the saw coming through the casket and things of that nature. I thought it was a pretty good 3D movie. But Paramount, apparently, they're looking into something that seems a little bit crazy. Let me talk about this for a second. The word on the street is Paramount is looking into doing something that no film, to my recollection, has ever done. Now, we've all know that there are different types of horror films. One over the last 5 or 6 years or so that has gotten pretty strong or pretty popular, although it's been around longer than that, is found footage. Now, found footage is a cheap way to shoot films, more or less, and it's got a charm to it in certain ways that it makes some films be shot in a very scary way. It makes it seem fairly real. And 3D has been around since, gosh, I don't even know how long 3D has been around. Probably longer than I would even like to guess. So I won't even guess what year it was really started. But frankly, the word on the street is Paramount is looking into doing a 3D found footage film for the new Friday the 13th. Now, I don't want to say that's a good idea or a bad idea because, frankly, I don't know what it's going to look like if that's the case. To talk about doing something ambitious and smart is really cool, but that's something interesting. I'm going to read you a little clip of something real quick, and you guys, in the comment section, I want to see what you guys think about this. If you think this is a good jump that Paramount might like to take, or do you think this is a risk? We should just play it safe, go back to the camp, whatever. But let me read you something real quick. Okay, so some surprising information was dropped this past Halloween at the Movie Press show, which featured reporter Jeff Schneider, Mark Riley, and Ryan Turek. The trio discussed the state of the horror genre as well as the endless remakes, and prequels that have hit Hollywood as of late. Of course, this conversation turned into Friday the 13th, 2015, for which the Raps Schneider emphatically reiterated that the new film is definitely happening next year and that Paramount is currently testing how to do found footage 3D. So personally, I personally think it's really cool that Paramount is at least looking into this. I'm glad that they're actually doing some research on it and not just deciding this or that at this point. Maybe they're finally respecting the Friday the 13th franchise after seeing what happened over the last 10 years or so. I mean, the 2009 special edition DVDs, I'm sure, sold thousands and thousands and thousands of copies of each. And the Blu-ray box set, I'm sure, has done just as well. So maybe Paramount is wanting to take it a step further with the Friday the 13th franchise and they want to get it back on track, which I find great. As far as the found footage 3D, it's hard to say whether it's going to be good or not. I mean, it's going to be, frankly, I mean, Paramount has all the money in the world, so it could be as great as they want it to be. It's just hoping that, it'll work out cool. Now, obviously, none of this is set in stone, but this is the latest on what's going on, and I thought it was fairly interesting to at least bring up to you guys. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think this could be a great deal for the series? Do you think it could potentially just make a mockery out of what Jason was and how the Friday the 13th films have always been shot? Or what? It's really a wild card at this point. I don't know really what to think, but definitely this is another big a big whoa in the series of Friday the 13th. This could be something great. This could definitely, or it could definitely be something bad. Who knows? But I'd love to see what you guys think, or if you know any more information about this, please drop a comment below, and we'll continue to see what happens with the Friday the 13th journey as we lead into the new year, 2015. So that's it for this video, guys. And like I said, drop a comment, please. Let me know what you guys think about the whole thing, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.